Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Rachel, and in today's video we'll be looking at how to use Google Calendar. So the first thing we'll have to do is to go to calendar.google.com to open it in your browser. I have opened mine. Once you've done that, the next thing you will have to do is to go to settings to make some settings. So once you come to settings, you want to set what you want here. I want it to be in English UK. My country is Nigeria. I want calendar to be this way. Depending on how you want to view your calendar, time format, I want my time format to be in this. Also, you set your time zone, you set everything that you need to set here. Also, this is view options, how you want to view your calendar. So you want it to be viewed in four. I want it to be in 5, so the 4 months can show. I want to also reduce brightness of past events. So if I've added events to my calendar, I want to reduce the brightness of the past events so it doesn't get confusing when you're going back to your calendar. It's the same as if they are recent events. I want to reduce that brightness. Let's do some more settings and we'll go. Also, you can also turn on offline calendar. Also, I've already enabled my keyboard shortcuts. Once you've gotten that out of the way, if you would like to add other calendars to your calendar, you also click on subscribe to calendar. Depending on whose calendar you're adding to, if they've granted you access or not, that would depend on whether you get access to their calendar or not. If it's somebody's email you want to get access to their calendar from, you would have to request the access. So let me now click on here to request access. So once you click on this, it's going to tell you request access. So the person is going to grant you access to their calendar. Then you can now see their events. You'll be able to schedule events for them. You can now see what they have in their calendar to know what you can put on their calendar. The next thing will be to create an event. To create an event, you just click on the particular date you want to create the event for. If you're creating an event for, say, Friday, you click on the date. It's going to automatically open this interface for you. You'll see event, task, and reminder. So let's create an event here. Say meeting. You now say whether it's going to be this day that your meeting will be on. Once you've set the date for this meeting, which is this, you have to add time for which the meeting is going to hold. Add time. So the meeting will be for 1500 to 1600 all day. You can choose time zone. I'm in Nigeria. If you're setting meeting for people outside your time zone, you could choose that, but my own is standard time zone, is in West African Standard Time, so I leave it at that. You can choose to use a separate start and end time zones. If you want to add guests to this your meeting, you click on add guest and enter their email addresses. Once you click on add guest, you will see the email for you to enter their email addresses. Let's add this guest. So once you've done that, see the organizer. I'm the organizer, and you see the guest I'm adding. You can also set guest permission here, whether you want them to invite other people or to see your guest list. You can turn it off from here, or you can turn it off from the settings. Once you're done adding your guests, so you come down, you can add that you want to use Google Meet for the meeting, depending on what you want, or if you want to go set a Zoom meeting for it, it's also okay. Now, once you're done adding whether you're going to use Google Meet for the meeting, if there's any description, any text you want to add to your meeting, like, hello, this meeting is holding, depending on whatever you want to write on this place, you write a description, because it's going to deliver to the recipient as an email so they can read the body of the email. So you could come here and change the color, select event color, depending on what color you want to give to your event. Default visibility, or that if you can add multiple notifications. So the automatic default here is 30 minutes before. So let's make it to to notify me 5 minutes before. And I want to add another notification because I want to be reminded multiple times so I don't have to forget. If I'm someone that forgets things easily, so I don't want to forget, I will have to say 10 minutes before, or 1 hour before, or 1 day before, or you could custom how you want to be notified. So if you come here, you click the number. If you come here, if you click this drop down here, you will see that you have hours, days, and weeks. So you custom how you want to be notified. Once you're done with all this, you hit on save. So it's going to tell you, would you like to send invitation email to Google Calendar guests? If you don't want them to receive you say do not send, but it's going to still save in their calendar. But I'm going to say send. So the you've scheduled the meeting for yourself, and it's also in the other person's calendar. This second stuff you see here that is carrying this one is showing that this person that I sent I'm scheduling the meeting with also granted me access to their email. So I am able to schedule meeting for them and for myself. That's why you're seeing these two notifications here. If they never granted me access, it will just send them the meeting invite and they will accept it on their own. Once they accept it, you receive an email. Now let's look at how to edit already created events. You just click on the event again, and you see this. You either tap your keyboard as E, or you click on, let's go back, let me show you what I mean. I clicked on keyboard as E. You can either do that, or you come over here and click on this pen here, and you can move around. Maybe you want to remove all this notification, you want to cancel the multiple notification you added, maybe you want to change the time into 14:45, maybe you want to change the time zone to London, to UK time, maybe you want to do that. Or maybe you want to even remove guests that you've added before and add new guests. You can actually do it from here. So once you're done, you hit save. It's going to ask you again whether you want to send this calendar guest an invite. So once you want to do that, you hit on send. It's going to send them an update email to the existing changes you've made to your Google Calendar. To create out of office on our Google Calendar. So I'm using a personal email to make this tutorial. So you can't see out of office on my personal email. So because if I hit on create, you see these options here: event, task, reminder. So if it's an office email, a business email, it's going to show me event, out of office, task, reminder, and appointment slot. So I've made a video on how to set up an out of office. You can check out that video somewhere here. It's going to be in the description box or somewhere on the screen. Now let's set reminders. You click, depending on whatever you want to create, just click on the box on the, these are days, these are dates. Click on the box on any part. If I want to create reminder for 16th of August, let me cancel. I click on in the box of 16th of August. You click on that and you can say reminder. Remind me that I'll be speaking with Arya Star. Set the reminder. You choose the date. Does not repeat. If you want it to repeat, you can make it repeat on the day you want it to repeat. If you want it all day, you check this box. If you don't want, you uncheck the box. That brings you to set the time you want to be reminded of this particular meeting you have. So that is how to set a reminder on your Google Calendar. Now let's look at keyboard shortcuts. So yeah, there are shortcuts to your keyboard. If you want to see your calendar in the daily view, you click on D, it's going to show you your calendar as one day, or you click on one, it's going to do the same thing. If you want to see your calendar in a yearly view, you click on Y or 6. If you want to see your calendar in a weekly view, you click on 2 or W. So these are shortcuts to Google Calendar. If you want to go back to the month view, you click on M or 3. If you want to navigate backwards, you click on K or P. If you want to navigate forward, you click on J or N. So just that way, you're moving around. So also, if you want to go back to today, you just click on T. It has brought us back today. If you want to go to a particular date in the past or in the future and don't want to go through all this rigorous process, you just click on G. It's going to bring up go to. You say, let's go to these dates in 2023. Go. You see, it has landed us to the range where 10th of August 2023 is. So if you want to still go back to today's date, you click on T. It's going to take you back to the day. These are all navigations in the Google Calendar. Also, I've made a video keyboard shortcuts. You could check out that video somewhere in the description box or somewhere up there. If you want to collapse this, you want to see all your screen info, you can do it from this menu bar. You collapse it, main menu, you can collapse what you see. You can bring it back. If you want to create, you can use this plus sign to create. Click on it, you start creating event or task, depending on whatever you want to create. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and do have a good one.